Start. Sri Govind Saran, Learned Counsel for the petitioners, has submitted that the employee was not in service from 1986 to 1997. He filed the application after 11 years. Therefore, the question of his absorption regularization could not arise. It was not the case even of the applicant that he succeeded in the test conducted by the department, nor allegations of mala fide had been alleged against any person, nor there was any pleading suggesting any illegality or irregularity in the screening test. Therefore, there was no occasion for the tribunal to draw the adverse inference against the department for not producing the policy. The tribunal could not issue a direction to absorb and regularize the service of the said applicant, as at the most of the tribunal could direct to consider his case for regularization. Hence, the petition deserves to be allowed, setting aside the impugned judgment and orders. Sri Sanjay Kumar, Learned Counsel appearing for the respondent employee, has submitted that it was an obligation on the part of the department to produce the entire record of selection before the tribunal, and as the department failed to do so, the tribunal has rightly drawn the adverse inference, and thus no interference is called for. The petition is liable to be dismissed. The question as to whether the services of certain employees appointed on ad hoc basis should be regularized relates to the condition of service. The power to prescribe the conditions of service can be exercised either by making rules under the proviso to Article 309 of the Constitution of India or any analogous provision, and in the absence of such rules, under the instructions issued in exercise of its executive power. The court comes into the picture only to ensure observance of fundamental rights and statutory provisions, rules and other instructions, if any, governing the conditions of service. The main concern of the court in such matters is to ensure the rule of law and to see that the executive acts fairly and gives a fair deal to its employees, consistent with the requirements of Articles 14 and 16. It also means that the state should not exploit its employees, nor should it seek to have advantage of the helplessness and misery of either the employed persons or the employees. As the case may be, as is often said, the state must be a model employer. It is for this reason it is held that equal pay must be given for equal work, which is indeed one of the directive principles of the Constitution. It is for this very reason it is held that a person should not be kept in a temporary or ad hoc status for long. A perusal of the authorities would show that appointments are, as a rule, to be made in accordance with statutory rules, giving equal opportunity to all the aspirants to apply for the posts and following the prevalent policy of reservation in favor of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. Whenever the employees are appointed on ad hoc basis to meet an emergent situation, every effort should be made to replace them by the employees appointed on regular basis in accordance with the relevant rules as expeditiously as possible. Where the appointment on ad hoc basis has continued for long and the state has made rules for regularization, case for regularization of employee has to be considered in accordance with the said rules. Where, however, no rules are operative, it is open to the employees to show that they have been dealt with arbitrarily and their weak position has been exploited by keeping them on ad hoc for long spell of time. However, it is a question of fact whether in the given situation they were treated arbitrarily. Stop.